Good afternoon, friends. Welcome to Techvaria. Today in Zoho Books and Zoho Inventory, we will specifically see the composite items. What is composite items and how it will align with your manufacturing or packaging or kitting business, because sometimes you are definitely manufacturing some products. So how Zoho can handle with the inventory module. So first is we need to enable composite item feature. So when you go to settings and when you go to your items, in items you will see enable composite item checkbox. Once you enable that and save, then you will see a new composite item menu over here. Inside that, what I have done, I have created two samples. Whenever you are creating any new composite items, you will see two item types. One is assembly item, second one is kit item. So what's the difference? Assembly item is the one which either you produce or either you purchase. So assembly is an in-house produce item, and kit is when you group together or combo certain items and sell, then it will become a kit item. So I will run the example based on two pre-configured product. One is semi-finished assembly. So I have given the name to refer it as a assembly kit. So when I say semi-finished assembly 1, the item type I have choose is assembly item, and over there to assemble this item I am going to use RM1, RM2, that is my raw material, which has certain cost price and a sales price, and then I am also adding the labor to assemble this item, like 2 rupees per unit. So everything is measurable in unit. So over here in my item master, I can see RM1, which is a raw material type item, which I am always selling and purchasing directly. And then it is, like I have said, non-returnable over here. And then over here in RM2, it is similar way. And then this is my service type item, which I'm going to use inside my assembly. So it's a service type item, which has only a purchase information like 2 rupees, but I'm not going to purchase anywhere. And I am using the account over here. So first item, we will see the assembly. So over here, when I'm configuring these three things, to raw material, one service, then I can release one assembly, or I can also, make a purchase also. So over here, you can see semi-finished assembly is there, which now I am going to produce, and the cost I am deriving from copy from total, like 10 plus 20 plus 2, that will become 32 rupees. And then here my selling price of this service is 0, so it directly take the selling price, or I can modify the selling price over here also. That's how I am setting up everything. Now whenever I want to track this inventory asset account will use, and I would like to track from FIFO point. Okay, so this all information is done. Now let's say if I am going into inventory and assemblies, then I can create a new assembly, and over here you can see semi-finished assembly item is there. So this is nothing but a creation of production or manufacturing order. I would like to produce 2, and you can see you can assemble 20 units from the available stock. Why? Because RM1 and RM2 has 20 pieces available in my stock as on date. So everything is visible on this screen, and then I can say like assemble, and this item will be marked as assemble over here. So now if I go back to my item master, I can see semi-finished assembly is now 8 units, and I can say transaction history. You can see like sales order or assembly line. When I say assemblies, it will show first I have manufactured 5, then I manufactured 2 items. Okay, and then it will register the cost once we are done with our selling. So this is the history. I have created assembly. Now we will see the second item, like semi-finished kit. So kitting is nothing but you are grouping it together. So kit item will, again I am grouping RM1, RM2, both 1 unit, and then I am selling this as a kit. So what it does when I am trying to sell, or I am giving any sales to any customer, let's say I am creating a new customer, that and then I am selling this item. So Amit Patel is my customer, and then I'm creating a sales order. So new sales order to Mr. Amit Patel will be there, and then I'm selling, let's say, semi-finished one. So semi-finished one, as well as I am selling semi-finished kit one. So two items I am selling right now, and I have 18 pieces on hand available and 8 pieces on hand available of this. So you can see when I am selling semi-finished assembly, it's selling directly a finished goods from my warehouse. And over here, when I am selecting semi-finished one, it is directly say a kit item will be delivered. So when I say save and send, I don't want to send anything, and then you can see the mark as confirm. I am confirming this sales order. So you can see a semi-finished one item will be packed and invoice, and semi-finished kit is separately RM1 and RM2 will be picked, and then so I am creating a package with all. So you can see semi-finished one is directly picked over here and packed, and then for semi-finished kit one, RM1 and RM2 is going to be picked. So this is how I am using both this particular thing over here. I am packing it, and then on my shipment, like I will say ship manually, and then I am marking is as delivered. So over here now my shipment is gone. So in my inventory, in my item master, when I go semi-finished assembly 1, it is still having 8, but committed stock is 1, because whenever I am done with my sales, I will use that. For RM1 and RM2, you can see committed stock is 1, which is already delivered. Here also it is delivered. And semi-finished kit 1, I can build 18 kits because that is the raw material availability I have as on date. Now if I go to sales and sales order, this Mr. Amit Patel sales order, what I will do, I will create convert to invoice. So as soon as I am done with my invoice, so this invoice I am not sending, but I am mark as sent, the inventory will be reduced. So over here, when I go to my item master, you can see inventory is settled now. So that this is how you can do that. Now on other part, when I would like to make any purchase, so let's say if I am making any purchase, then over here you can see I am not able to purchase the kit item, but yes, I am able to purchase semi-finished assembly directly from my vendor, which is having a similar kind of cost. But that I can directly buy, I can sell. I don't want to do any assembly. So this is one of the advantage you have when you are selecting assembly as a type. So I am going here again. So semi-finished assembly, when you choose, you can directly purchase this item from your vendor, or you can also roll out one production order from assemblies to produce it. So this is how you can use Zoho Inventory for your production order, where the assembly will be equal to your production or manufacturing item, where you combine the raw materials and labors or service together. And the kitting is nothing but you are combining a combo or a pack as a kit and then deliver to your customer based on your available stock of those kitting items. So if you have any question in Zoho Inventory regarding your manufacturing or manufacturing plus service type cost to include in assembly or kitting, you reach us at techvaria.com or our YouTube and LinkedIn channel. Hope this will help many people to configure Zoho Inventory with the composite item assembly or kit. Thank you guys. Good day.